going on, guys? How to create the future that you want, right? I made a lot of motivational videos about how to overcome your lazy habits, right? Because I was a really lazy guy. You guys know my story, you know, and I pretty much turned my life around single-handedly. You know, I had to realize at first that nobody was gonna do it for me. You know, I tell people, you know, that Bob Marley quote: "You have no idea, you will never realize how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have left." Right? So I got to a point in my life where I realized, man, I'm done relying on people, right? I shouldn't have to do it anyway. And even if I do, people will let you down sooner or later, right? You gotta turn your life around. You can't just stay at home all day and just repeat those same boring habits that don't get you anywhere. It's like you're spending money that you're not gonna get anything back out of it, right? You're investing time into nothing, right? I used to just stay home and play video games all day. What did I get out of that? Nothing, right? You just have fun while you're playing it. You go to sleep, eat a slice of pizza, wake up the next day, nothing changed. Same shit, different day. No man should live like that. No king should live like that. And you know my philosophy. I believe that everyone is the king. So anyway, how to turn your life around, right? It all starts with vision. You know, I made a lot of videos about vision. You gotta have vision. You gotta know what you want before you get there. You know, I asked a lot of people, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? They have no idea what to say, half of them. Right? I asked them, how much money you think you'll be making 5 years from now? A lot of them don't even know what number to give me, right? And they're acting like it's normal. It's not okay, motherfucker. It's not okay to not know the answers to these questions. Certain questions you should have the answer to up front, right? Things that have to do with your life and where your whole destiny is heading. So I put the status up on Facebook the other day because I have a list that I follow, right? Because like I said, it's all about vision. It's all about knowing where you're going, right? If you ask me, Jonathan, where you going now? I'm gonna tell you, I'm going home, so I know that I have to take the highway, I have to make a left here, make a right here. I know the directions because I know where I'm going. So most people tell me, I don't know how to get what I want in life. Well, what do you want in life, right? Once you know what you want, the directions will come, or you just ask me for the directions. So number one is having that vision. You gotta know where you're going. That's why Team 3D says for dominance, discipline, and the last one I told you guys the most important, which is direction, right? Because you could be dominant, you could be alpha than a motherfucker. You could be disciplined. You could have a daily routine. You could be efficient in all you do. But if you don't have a direction, I always tell you, it's like a GT 500 Shelby Mustang with no steering wheel, right? You can't turn that shit anywhere. Just sitting there looking all cute, and it's fucking useless. Your life has to be going somewhere. In order for me to have vision, I simply pull out a piece of paper, right? I told you guys everything begins with a piece of paper in my life, and I wrote down what I wanted. I wrote down what I wanted 5 years from now. That's the year 2014. So I wrote down what I wanted in 2019. And here's 8 to 9 things. I would say 9 things that I believe everyone should have the answers to, right? Pull out a piece of paper, pause this video, pull out a piece of paper and a pen, pencil, whatever, or on a computer, and write down this. Number one, what country do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Country, state, city, doesn't matter. What city, state, country do you see yourself in 5 years from now, right? What is your dream country, city, or state that you want to live in? That's number one. Question number two, what car do you see in a parking lot? When you look out the window, right? What car do you see in your parking lot? What car belongs to you? What car do you see yourself driving, whether it's a motorcycle or whatever, right? Me, obviously everybody knows I'm in love with Mustangs, stick shift, so that's obviously going to be a GT 500 or something like that. Number three is, what apartment do you see yourself living in? Do you see yourself in a house, in a hotel, in a motel, in an apartment? Write the shit down on paper, right? It's going to give you an idea of how, once you know where you're going, you know what directions to take, right? That was number three. Number four, how much money do you see in your checking account? When you open 5 years from now, fast forward to the future, you open your checking account, how much money do you see there? How much money do you want to see there, right? Write this shit down. How much money do you want to see in your savings account? Right, write that down. I believe that's 5 questions already, right? How much do you see in your checkings, which you're using daily, and how much do you see in your savings, right? Write that a number. The good thing is your future is not even here yet. So, like I said, it's a blank canvas. You could draw whatever the fuck you want. You can write whatever you want, right? Because it's not here yet. It's up to you to work towards it. The past is done, so fuck it. The future, all in your hands. Question number 7. How many countries would you have visited by then? If you're a traveler like myself and you like to travel and experience the world and meet new people, in 5 years from now, by the year 2019, how many countries do you think would be on your list on your checklist, as already been there? Write this shit down, right? What do you see your physique looking like 5 years from now? Answer that question. What do you see your physique looking like 5 years from now? Do you see yourself fat, chubby, skinny, lean, ripped, right? Now, obviously, the answers to these questions have to be logical, right? Because if they're not logical, you won't really have the motivation to try to attain it. If they're logical, you go for it. So answer these questions on a piece of paper. I believe I covered everything, right? What apartment you see yourself living in, how many countries you think you have visited, how much money in your check, how much money in your savings, Oh yeah, 2 more questions. How much money do you think you're making per day 5 years from now? How much money per day do you see yourself making in 2019, right? And the last question is, what kind of job or business are you doing? Are you working a part-time job? Or do you have your own business? If you have your own business, what kind of business is it? Write that shit down. Those 9 questions and those 9 answers. Write it on a piece of paper. Stick it on your wall, in your refrigerator, in your car, everywhere, every day. I want you to look at that, and it's gonna give you an idea of where the fuck you're going. Like I said, I'm going to my house now. That's why I know to make a right turn here, to go on the highway and make a left turn. I know the directions because I know where I'm going. So if you don't know where you're going in your life, how would you know what to do tonight? How would you know what to do tomorrow morning? How would you know what to plan for next week? You know where you're going, and in the directions, will come as a byproduct of that, right? I hope that helps you dominate your life. Begin with that list, and I want you to look at that every single day and work towards that. 5 years from now, even if you're not exactly where you want it to be, at least you'll be closer than the motherfucker who didn't write that list down. All right, guys? Dominance, discipline, direction. I'm out of here. I got the fat free, dog. Yeah, let me see. Which one? Check this out, guys. Yeah, nah, different flavor. I picked one with the highest. Anyway, guys, disregard the first video because I'm gonna upload that one before this one. So I still got the cones to backload, right?
Cones.
20.
Ice cream.
11 grams of.
Carbs.
Fuck, I got the wrong.